morning, friends. It's Nancy. I have a couple of ephemera kits that I'm going to list on my Etsy. I think a description would be impossible to write, so this is definitely a need to show. So the first set of ephemera is kind of morbid. So there's a couple of photos of people in a cemetery. Gosh, it looks, I want to say 1920s. Then I have a whole bunch of these memorial cards. So these are from the 20s, 30s, 40s. They all seem to have Lily of the Valley. I think there's one that's torn in half. Yeah, here's the one that's torn in half. This is from 1911. Another photo. This is from a cemetery association. In New Jersey. This is actually a power of attorney document. So it was sold at a stationer's. I don't know when. Anyway, it's not written on, but it's vintage. And at some point it cost somebody $2.22. This is from a funeral home from the 1960s. So this is a bill. And this is a bill, an invoice for cemetery marker. So kind of morbid, but interesting at the same time. So if this is something you're interested in, go check it out on Etsy. The next one is sort of a vintage birthday party. These are tails from a Pin the Tail on the Donkey game. Where is it? Here it is. So it's pretty beat up. It's got some tape on it, some tails. These are pages from a cookbook, and it has suggestions for birthday parties, and so there's pictures of kids and cakes and what have you. I think I tore this book apart. It was a cookbook for holidays, and I think I tore it apart to get the Christmas images. So lots of retro images there. This is a cover from a 45 record for the Hokey Pokey, because I don't know, it just looks like kids are having a good time playing birthday party games maybe. This is I think it's from DuPont for DuPont nylon. So it's about, using fabric for dresses, but it also has ideas for birthday parties. Is there a date here? I don't see a date, but it kind of looks, mid-century. Here's another booklet, 29 games for children's parties. Just seeing if there was a date here. Isn't that interesting? You can fill it out so you have a record. And here it talks about birthday colors. So if your birthday, well, my birthday is January 22nd, so birthday colors would be rose and gold. I'm okay with that. What's this? Ah, puzzles, tricks, fun. By Uncle Ray. So if you're, oh, and I've got some little tags. These are like little flashcard sort of things. So it talks about parties and candles and birthday wishes. So if you're interested in the retro birthday party ephemera pack, go take a look. And last but not least, I have a little house on the prairie. So there's this cookbook which has illustrations and recipes from the Little House books. And in this bag it says My Little House Craft Sack. So these are pictures that I had cut. So here's like a Christmas tree in a log cabin. Here's a prairie chicken. This is a flashcard. These are some pages from Silver Creek? Silver Lake? On the shores of Silver Lake. They've all got illustrations by the shores of Silver Lake. So here is the library card. Got some more. I think these are from on the banks of Plum Creek, and they've been tea-dyed, and I doubled them up. Here's some that aren't tea-dyed. I got a couple of dog pictures here. This is what I always imagined Jack looking like. A little dog like that. Here is a part of a map that sort of shows the areas where the family moved around to. Here's another piece of map. Here's a picture of prairie, tall grass prairie, Great Plains grasslands, and here's a teacher. I think this was from a Reader's Digest or something. So there's some ephemera there that you might, if you're interested in making a Little House on the Prairie book. A couple other things. I found this. So this is called Ribbon Art, and it's a magazine. Well, maybe not a magazine. Well, it says Volume 1, Number 3, the Ribbon Art book. So it has instructions about things you can make with ribbon. So how to make flowers for your hats, and there's some color images. So this is definitely 1920s. Yeah, that looks 1920s. How to make your own garters. It's not in bad shape either. I mean, the cover's a little rough, but I love that image. And that's the back of it. So if you're interested in purchasing this little booklet, that's on Etsy. This isn't going on Etsy, but I thought I'd share this with you. I had this idea that after the avocado, hello cat, after the avocado dye went so well, I thought, I want to try more. You gotta go, babe. Go back. I want to try more natural dyes. So did a little Google search, and there was a suggestion of spinach to make green, and I thought, oh, green would be nice. Don't bother. Let me look through the camera, see if this is even showing up. So, I mean, I've got a pale celery green, and I laid some weeds from my neighbor's yard on top of it to get these leaf prints. It was a lot of work. The first batch I just threw away because it didn't show up at all. The second batch I let soak for hours in the spinach dye. But overall, results weren't great. But I like these. I think they would be fun in like a nature, botanical, woodland sort of journal. So I will use these, but not as green as I would have liked. I did do a few lacy ones. This was just using plastic doily. So, not for sale, but I wanted to share that with you. Okay, thanks so much for joining me. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.